Got a little technical difficulties. We're just working through those. We're starting here in a few minutes. Happy holidays. I shut it off because I thought I had the two. Now we figured out why. I don't know what I did.
My phone's looking at that. This one's got better battery.
Thanks for staying.
Yeah, I don't know if you need to admit everybody or not.
I guess I've never seen you on there. I won't. No,
Yeah, because that's probably the chat on this one. That's why I say there's a chat messenger. Yeah, because it wasn't. It was on
figured that
something on. Yeah,
somehow I ended up in twice.
Let me just make sure it's still working.
But I didn't let you in, Corey.
Yeah, I know, but it. Yeah, it just let me in.
Hi, everybody. Hi there, Christy. Just a few minutes and we're getting everybody going. Happy holidays. Getting set up here. Hey, Beth. Hey, Beth. Yeah, we got a few people on here. Erica, I think, is going to try to join. Thank you. I love my hat too. Send Don and ask him if he'll come in before he goes. Hi, everybody. I think we'll get started. We'll let people are hopping on here. Happy holidays. My name is Arnold Volker, with owner of Next Innovations in Walker, Minnesota. We manufacture metal wall art and lawn and garden decor. We just had our 20th anniversary. So in October, we turned 20 years old as a company. We just started offering blanks to dye sublimation customers. We titled it Cottage Blanks. So you can go to cottageblanks.com, or you can go to metalartmaker.com or nextinnovations.net. They all lead you to the same spot. So we're going to start out by just talking about basically what we do here. We laser cut powder coat steel, and we have many different shapes. And we started our company with the wind spinners. So back in the early 2000s, we were making 5,000 wind spinners a day. So the things that just spin in the wind, like you see behind me. We peaked at 84 employees. So we've been around a long time. So we're offering those blanks now to you guys so you can dye sublimate at your house. So we have a small ornaments, lots of different ornaments, a little wind spinner, snowflake, state shapes, so you can get your own state shape. We got some rounds, so kind of just focusing on ornaments for now, just to kind of give you an overview. Cool little camper that we came out with. We got lots of different bottle openers, if you recognize that shape. And so we have packs in our nextinnovations.net website. If you do have questions while we're going through this, it's all about you getting more comfortable with pressing and kind of our product line. So if you have questions, don't hesitate to type something in there and ask. Every order that you get, you should be getting a nice instruction sheet that kind of talks about the tips and tricks, and it depends on if you have a pneumatic press like what we have in the back. We have a 4-foot by 8-foot press that's kind of two-sided, a shuttle press it's called. Otherwise, a lot of people have, you know, this smaller geonite press. And, I'll turn this down just a smidgen. And that's going to go off here in just a minute, and then we'll talk about how we do it. But the time and temp, you know, is on here. We recommend a pressure of 8 or 9, which is kind of a medium pressure, 385 degrees for 4 minutes. So that's kind of the time and temp. You can do 2 sides at once. So we'll do some of those presses on with the wind spinners. Thank you, Beth. That's cool. Yeah, we love all the orders, you know, for wind spinners. It's neat for us. So here I put on some ornaments, some leaf ornaments, and putting on my gloves. So yeah, remember these are coming off at like 400 degrees. Typically, we'll just flip these over. We'll let these cool just a second, and then I'll show you while I turn something else on. We're gonna start next on the press an actual wind spinner. We have a larger printer, so we actually print the both sides all at once. If you have a smaller printer, like an 8.5 by 11, you could tape these 2 pieces together with the heat temperature tape, the green tape. We're gonna lay this in there. We're gonna lay this on top. Metal. And close that up. Make sure it stays lined up. And again, 4 minutes, 385 degrees. Kind of like baking cookies. Those of you that like holiday cookies, I like cookies. So let's see what we pressed here on the last press. So kind of see if we got, I always get a little dyslexic when I'm holding these up to the, so a cute little waterfall. So these are some that we normally sell, but you can come up with your own designs. We actually, on this one, I did it kind of quick and dirty. I apologize, but you could have done both sides. So you could put your business name on the back or a family name, something like that. There we go. So those turned out really nice. We have a wind spinner we're waiting on. One thing that I'm really excited about, and we brought these back, we used to make artist blanks. And so here's instead of a round wind spinner, we have ones that are a little bit under 8.5 by 11, and we make them vertical or horizontal. And it's approximately 4 by 6 in the middle, so it works really nice for your photographs and things. So we kind of brought those back for this particular group, so it's kind of a fun thing. This is a design I think Don created that turned out really nice. I love the vibrancy of the oranges and stuff. We are a relatively small company, so you can always usually get a hold of us. You can call up if you have technical questions, either Corey or myself. But the best one to get a hold of would be Don. Don, do you have any words of wisdom that you want to say? For graphic, maybe templates? How do they get templates? That might be a good thing.
Yeah, yeah, the way we get templates is you just email us and tell us which templates you need or the blanks that you purchased. And we used to have them available on a site, but that ended up being hard for some people to get to. So it's just a lot easier that you just email us, email sales@nextinnovations.net, and then they'll get the information to me, and we'll get the template to you so that you can see, you know, where you can position your art, you know, for your for your wind spinners or whatever you happen to be doing.
One thing that's kind of new and neat is we did start adding some designs. And so we have designs for sale on our website. So you go to metalartmaker.com or Cottage Blanks, and there's a actual design, digital designs it's called. And we got some wind spinner designs, some stocking stuffer designs. So those are actually for purchase, and there are a few that are out there for free. So definitely go out and check that out. You can email Erica, Beth, for the templates. So if you do have Erica's email, that would be, that's fine. You can email Erica or sales, or if you have Don's from before. And then periodically, we'll also be doing classes that Don will be, and he's got a couple out there on the YouTube channel that talk about just setting up some designs. I think we have one that'll be coming up. Don's learned a few more tricks for Illustrator.
No, it's actually Photoshop.
Photoshop,
No upgraded versions of Photoshop made it easier for setting up to work with our templates. As long as if you're working with Illustrator and Photoshop together, the templates are actually created in Illustrator. And if they're created in Illustrator and you use Illustrator, you can import those layers right into Photoshop, so you don't have to use all kinds of different selection processes to determine where your masks are in your Photoshop thing. So it's just something that's new, and I created a couple templates here using it, and it makes it quite a bit simpler. And we're gonna hopefully have something coming up here to add to our videos that we already have to show you how to use those features if you're using Illustrator and Photoshop together in the same creation process. Other than that, all of our templates are in PDF format, which is a pretty common format. It works with most programs, pretty efficient. I haven't heard too many complaints about it, so seems like it's been working out pretty good. I know some places put templates out there in 4 or 5 or 6 different formats, so usually just try to stick to one, because managing all the different files and file formats gets kind of convoluted after a while.
Well, thank you, Don. But yeah, if you guys have any questions related to design or something, templates, Erica or Don can help you. Here's the wind spinner I just pressed, and really you can never really see which side is up or down. I mean, so it's all about time and temp. One of the things I'll talk about, since I have my gloves on, it's a little hotter. Yes, how to bend them. They do ship flat. You press them flat, and then literally you just put your thumbs on one side and press it out. And you want a gap of approximately 1/2 to 3/4 of an inch. So that's kind of cool. Same thing. I mean, you can bend them back flat. So very, very forgiving, very vibrant with the colors. I put a round on there now, so you can kind of see that. Here, like I said, is the difference in the square versus a round. I lost my microphone. But kind of 2 different shapes. Definitely both will spin in the wind. They're made for inside or outside. Some of you might ask, does it come with that little round silver thing? So that's kind of the swivel and the clip. And it does come with those. And they kind of look like this. So they will be in your pack. We sell in packs of 12. If you're new to this and you want to try smaller packs than what you see, or if it's something new that you want to try, preferably like we like to sell in the packs, but you can call in and we can break the packs. How did I press both sides at the same time? I can do another one too, just as an example, but basically you're going to have one larger print that's got enough for ink for both sides, if that makes sense. And then you'll lay your part in the middle and then fold it over. So you'll have ink on the top and on the bottom. If your printer is not big enough, then print just 2 separate pieces of paper and then tape them together with that heat tape. So hopefully that makes sense. We do sell these stands, and they've been doing really well for people that want to display some of the things that you're doing. They ship flat, so you can put them with your order. Ship flat. There's bending instructions that come with it. Basically, it bends. This bends up to a 90, and then this bends up and around, and then there's a small hook on there where you hook your wind spinner. Definitely a nice thing to be able to display. And pull this off. Love the vibrancy. So these are on white versus some of our products are on grind. Definitely love the vibrancy. So if you can see how just detailed and orange and red, you know, so this is kind of really vibrant. Next, we're going to press kind of a stocking stuffer. So it presses, ships flat, and it comes in a set with the bender, and I'll show you that here in a minute. And this is another one where we're going to fold the paper, and then we will have print on both sides of the hooks when you bend them, so you'll have something on the front. We press with the paper first and then the part. These are basically the same. They're a little bit thicker, but we're going to do the same temp, 385, roughly 4 minutes. Here's a couple of examples of a finished project, and then we actually bend the hooks. Comes with a little tool bender. We painted them yellow. I always tend to misplace things, so we painted them yellow so you can find them. It comes with the kit, and I'll show you how to bend these in just a second. We also have a smaller hook, kind of a jewelry. You could hang jewelry on it, accessories, and that also comes with a bender. And there you can bend all of the hooks at once. Key rack, lots of different things, and come up with your really cool designs to put on those. You could use them in a camper, fish house, lots of different uses. They make really nice gifts. Let's see. You know, wind spinners again, just kind of back to that, the vibrancy. Most of our wind spinners are white. We have them in I think 4 different sizes, actually maybe 5 now. Let's see, 6-inch, 8-inch, which is a 2-tone, which means it's half white and half silver. That was kind of a request of this group. We have a 10-inch, we have a 16-inch, we have a 24-inch, and we just added a 36-inch. So we actually have 6 sizes of wind spinners. So that's something that's really cool. Let's see. Don't forget, if you have questions, definitely ask in the group. Yeah, 36-inch. I'm pretty excited about that. I'd carry it in here, but we got one spinning in the showroom. Here's a fun camper wall art. Those of you that have been on here before, kind of we cut out the door It's got the brake brackets and stuff on it, so it sticks off from the wall. It's kind of a fun piece, and again, that's kind of cool too, because that came apart of a part of this Cottage Blanks group. So the people that buy the blanks kind of requested a shape. So if there's things that you don't necessarily see that you'd like to see a certain shape, let us know, and we may have cut it in the past and can bring it back, or it could be something like the camper that we added. And now we have the camper in ornaments, garden stakes, and wall art. So kind of fun. Maybe we'll talk a little bit about paper sticking. If you've had paper sticking, I wouldn't panic. A lot of times it means it could mean that you didn't take the paper off quick enough. That's most commonly that I get paper sticking. It could be humidity. Sometimes it's related to pressure and temp. So you could call in and ask us. Could be sometimes too much pressure, but paper sticking does happen. So basically you just pull the paper off that you can, let it cool, and then we use like a Windex or even just a water will take it off. So here I'm just taking this off the paper. Usually always pulls off nicely. Got a really fun Santa Claus. It's like looking in a mirror. So a little bit warm, but I'll try to bend that. Well, thank you, Don.
You want to show one move?
Yeah. So here's a two-tone. So it's silver on the outside rings and then white in the center. We do hand powder coat these, and so they're not always perfect. You know, so we actually hand blow them off, but when you put the image on, you don't see any of that, so it just looks really cool. But a lot of people like the two-tone, and right now we did bring this one back, the 8-inch, because of you guys. Let's see if I can bend this here. It's a little bit warm. You know, you slide this into a little slot. Definitely wear gloves. And this is going to bend right around till it stops. Okay, that's a little bit warm, so I'm going to set that down. So it cools just a smidgen. You should do it when it's hot or warm, but it doesn't have to be that hot. Any other questions? Oh, are we having any Black Friday deals? Thank you very much for bringing that up. We do have a code. We do have some Black Friday emails and stuff that are going out there with different codes. This actually is one of our best codes. So blowout 20, so you get 20% off. So BLOWOUT, out. So blowout 20. Type that in as a code. If you have any problems with it or anything, you can definitely you know, email us next week. But there's a few different email blasts that are out there, but right now that's the Black Friday deal, is the blowout 20. So, and that's going on now. So great question though. And oops, definitely put the questions down that you have. What else here we can press? Got some really fun horse blanks. Those are one-sided because they're wall art. I'm gonna put a couple of those on there. We got some new images Don kind of just came up with. Otherwise, creating your own on this type of shape is very forgiving. because you can just use some abstract art. So we'll get that going. I think I might have missed a question on there. Are there 16-inch spinners two tones? The 16-inch spinners are one tone, they're white. It does take a lot more labor for us to do two-tone, and just we've been pretty lean with staff for the last few years, so that's kind of why we went to the white. So right now, no, we just have the two-tone. And in all honesty, for the years that we sold wind spinners, we used to have just clear, we had just white, and we had the two-tone. And in all honesty, the white actually sold the best. And the interesting part, we had a group of people that wanted the two-tone, so we brought that back, and we brought back an 8-inch. And like on the second or third Zoom call, somebody said, was there any way you can do the 8-inch all in white? So definitely give the 16-inch a shot, even though they're not two-tone. It's a great size. And depending on, maybe in the comments, if you guys don't mind, put the sizes of your printers. So that kind of helps me know who's all on here and what size printer. It seems pretty common. There's 11 by 17 printer. So depending on your printer. Don, what is this press? 16 by 20?
16 by 20.
Yeah, so we have a 16 by 20 press, which is fairly standard. We have a Nomax pad on the underneath, and then we go Nomax pad, paper, then our print, then the part, and then another just craft paper, kind of to protect the
16 by 20 works good for t-shirts.
16, yeah, 16 by 20 press works great for t-shirts. So those of you that do t-shirts and other things. Thank you, Beth. So you have a 24 by 24. That's kind of cool. So yeah, when we say 24-inch, like the 24-inch wind spinner, that's just a little bit under 24-inch. So then you can still put it on your 23.75. Don's very accurate, so Don knows those numbers in his head. Got about a minute, 15 seconds on that. We got a bunch of new butterflies that Don helped create, I think. Don and Alicia, yeah, other designer. And we're going to show some of the clear ones. So just kind of that metal look. And then we have some of the white. So we'll press a couple of those so you can see the difference. And maybe while I'm still waiting on that, go back to my hooks. So it's going to slide on there. It's a little bit better now because it's not quite so hot. You just bend that right around, slide it in, bend it around. It always makes me laugh when I try to bend something too hot. Because I could just be a little bit patient and wait. Sometimes you might have to tweak them just a hair. There, it wasn't too bad. It is metal, so it's very forgiving. But yeah, definitely a fun functional thing. You could use it as coat racks, or like we're suggesting here, stocking stuffers. Oh, Don, do you have any comments about paper sticking?
Yeah, if you have paper sticking, there's a couple different things you can do. You can either, number one, you can reduce your pressure, but you don't want to reduce your pressure too much. And then the other thing you can do is you can try to increase your temperature, because right now I think these presses are around 4 minutes.
Yeah.
And so if you increase you can experiment with increasing your temperature like up to like 410 degrees, then you can maybe go less for 3 minutes instead of, or 2 minutes instead of 4 minutes, and you might have a little bit better luck with that. But you know, definitely what we're recommending is, as long as you're not having trouble with the 385 for 3 3¾ minutes, whatever, if that's working good for you. But if you do have trouble, there's a couple different methods you can try to reduce paper stick.
I'll throw them leaves on that I mentioned.
You haven't had any trouble with paper stick so far today, have you?
No,
Yeah.
no. And like I said, sometimes it's where I just leave them on too long. Very fun little horse. This one's really vibrant, the wisp, I think we call it. We actually use that particular image on lots of different shapes, and it's very, very popular. So that's the same thing for your markets. You know, try to come up with some things that are, you know, popular in your region. These are 22 gauge. Most of our products are 18 or 22 gauge. This particular design, we actually have the bracket right in the wall art. So you actually bend it over and then back, so it's kind of in a U. You can see maybe against my shirt there, in a U. It is thinner metal. It's not made to be bent back and forth. Bend it back and forth. I think Don usually says 3 times and it'll snap. So try to just bend it once and leave it. But definitely is made to hold it off the wall. They're kind of fun. You can shape them a little bit, you know, depending on what looks the best. You can bend the tail. Commonly, we will get complaints of, why did you guys have the hook hanging off like that? There is bending instructions that go with it, so you should be able to see, you know, how to bend them, but don't hesitate to ask questions.
I should mention also, back to paper stick issues. If you do have paper stick issues, we have paper stick issues here at Next Innovations, just like everyone. And generally what you can do is you can just, if you get a paper stick, I know the metal is expensive. The blanks are expensive. If you do get paper stick, they usually clean off with just regular household Windex. You can spray it and then wipe it down and all the paper will come off.
I usually wait till it's cool. So you do wait till it's cool?
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter, but you don't have to necessarily, but sometimes, God forbid, you know, a press goes off and back, and I'll forget to take the part out. So the part lays on the paper way too long. I've had that happen. The butterflies, are they on the website? Yes, they are. Thank you, Christy, for pointing that out about the press 12 by 15. So that's some of the challenges. Here's an example. You don't have to be, you get on Cottage Blanks, you don't have to be a wholesale customer to get wholesale pricing, because these are basically items you have to resell. So the price on the regular site. But if you wanted to buy some of our other wholesale items, then just request a wholesale login. And then you can purchase some of our larger items and kind of put them into the mix. On the flip side, we do have a custom section on our website, so you could actually upload your own art, and then we can press those larger items for you, Christy. So we'd love that opportunity. That would be an example where you would put it on the template, lay it out the way you want, and then just send the order in. You know, I've worked here, owned the place a long time. Actually, the presses are one of my favorite jobs, just because the vibrancy when you see something come off the press, how cool it looks. So I don't know if the camera does it much justice. What do you think, Don?
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it looks pretty cool. So this is one of our new ones for our particular catalog. So a subtle difference. Like obviously I should have maybe pressed the same one, but this one is the clear metal. So you see the metal shining through. This one's on white, so it's a little bit more vibrant. So that's kind of a age-old question here: which sells better, grind or white, or clear or white? And I'll be honest, it's the white is definitely kind of grown over the years, because we used to only do grind. Let's throw a couple more on here and hopefully switch it up a little bit so you can see what it looks like with the other. And there I almost made a mistake of leaving the brackets, putting them the wrong way. So definitely make sure on the bracketed items that you put the bracket face up. That reminds me, I wanted to talk a little bit about the brackets.
I gotta get going to my.
Okay. Thank you, Don. Happy Thanksgiving.
All right, thank you.
See ya.
See ya.
And then on a regular wall art, this one's already bent, but we haven't bent it a ton. So they actually come flat like that, and that's how we press them. And same with this door, for example. The door obviously isn't out when you press it. So there is bending instructions, like I said. And so what this is meant to do is to kind of hold it off the wall. And so you just bend them off at a 90, and then bend the bracket at a 90 and then back again, so it's kind of in a U. You can bend the door open, and voila. So that's kind of a fun one that we did of a camper. You got the door, you got the brackets that hold it off the wall. Definitely really high end looking when you see it off the wall. That's something we've learned over the years. Let's see, any other questions popping up? Waiting on the butterflies. Kind of looking around to see what else we have. There's some fun rounds that we've done in the past that just have holes. So these are some other blanks that you can just, one of my favorite. So you can tie leather on there, just a strap that kind of hangs from, kind of a cool little look. You could do them two-sided and then flip them over for, different seasons. But these are the 16-inch rounds. Erica made this one for me, kind of a funner, if that's a word, man cave style little plate. Same thing, you can hang it from leather, or you could screw it to a wall, but kind of a fun thing that you can customize. I'll put that in there in the chat. But the code is for kind of our Black Friday stuff that we have going on is blowout 20. So that's 20% off. So make sure that you take advantage of that. One thing we'll talk about again, maybe with the wind spinners, is you know, the two-sided wind spinners. Here's an animation example where on one side the eagle's wings are up and up, and then the eagle's wings are down. And when we have it continuous, you have to make sure that you have the two pieces aligned, otherwise the eagle will be upside down on the other side. We have alignment marks, so when you fold it together, if you have a big enough printer, we use a glass table in the back because we actually do an awful lot of them, and you fold the two marks together, kind of that plus there you can see, so you know that they're properly aligned. But yeah, it's fun if you can do animation with wind spinners. Grab my gloves again, and kind of excited to see how these look. So these are the butterflies. If I did it right, it'd be the opposite, so you can see. Yeah, I think they didn't send me the exact same ones, but so you can see just kind of, they're similar colors, but the difference between the white and the clear, the white's definitely way more vibrant. And then here's the clear. Do you have a regular license plate size? Yes, we do.
These.
Yeah, I've seen those before. They're cool. They are cool.
Hi, Talina. Oh.
Hey, sorry. I'm showing all your stuff off to my friends at the barn.
So here's the two different kind of, like I said, the clear and the white. So it's definitely, you know, here's two clears. They're a little bit more muted, but they definitely are fun because you still see the metal underneath. The other fun thing with butterflies, I'll maybe bend one of these again. It's got the bracket on the back. A little hard with my gloves on. You pick that off the part, bend it at a 90, and then there's another tab in the back where you can bend it up, or in this case, I think we bend it down so to hide it. The whole intention is you should not see the bracket on the part. And then we literally take the butterfly and bend the wings forward. So that definitely gives it, you know, some depth. So when you see it hanging on the wall, not only is it hanging off the wall, but it, you know, has a 3D effect that it's bent towards you. We are putting catalogs in the mail with your orders. Otherwise, we do have all of our items are, if you go on our website and just go under Cottage Blanks, so you shouldn't have any issues finding the license plate. We actually have a frame, or we have the whole where it covers up the whole plate like a blank. Unless you guys had any other questions, that's probably all I might do for today. Definitely, if you have any last minute questions, that one's really cool. Personally, I go back and forth. Sometimes I love the white because it really is eye-catching. It really pops. Here's another one, a little smaller version. This one we did it two-sided, but like I said earlier, you could have it. This could be the four-wheeler license plate. You could customize it. So it's really cool. For us, you know, we sell our regular product line, and we also sell blanks. So we do pressing and stuff of our own. So we're definitely very, we understand the technical side of things, and when we know how this particular ink and paint and stuff works with our products. So definitely call if you have any challenges. What has been selling the best for us has been patriotic stuff. So patriotic butterflies sell really well. Believe it or not, our wind spinner blanks, the 10-inch has been the most popular with this crowd on the Cottage Blanks. Thank you, Beth. Happy Thanksgiving to you too. We appreciate your business. And then don't forget, you know, kind of whip through these again, the ornaments. We have some ornament packs out there, snowflake. You can call in and order your individual state shapes. We've done Wisconsin's, North Dakota, South Dakota, obviously around us, but then we've also done Texas, Florida, lots of other ones. This is kind of a fun little ornament. This is the trailer, and then obviously we did some of these. Don't forget the code blowout20. I appreciate you guys. Happy Thanksgiving. We're trying to do these more often. This also will be posted on YouTube, so you can go back and look at some of our previous ones. Don, who popped in a little bit earlier, is very good at giving kind of some advice and help on the template side of things, or if you're having any kind of technical issues. Same with Corey. Definitely happy holidays. Thank you, Christy. You guys have a happy holidays and a wonderful evening. And definitely check out our website if you haven't. We appreciate your business. We're a small US manufacturer and we like that business. So thank you. Happy holidays. Goodbye.